Hey everyone, I hope that you have been enjoying this journey through the chakras. We are now almost all the way to the top. We are at our third eye chakra, which is Agnya in Sanskrit. This is the sixth of the 7 primary chakras. It is located in the center of your forehead between your eyebrows, and it's associated with the color indigo, which is that beautiful deep blue purple color. This chakra governs our intuition, our insight, and ability to see beyond the physical realm. So when you think about this chakra, imagine a time when you felt lost or directionless. Despite having goals, you couldn't see the path to achieve them and doubted your decisions. Your intuition seemed off, leading you to make choices that didn't align with your true self. You experienced frequent headaches and a sense of mental fog, that brain fog that we get. So when those things happen, those experiences suggest that your third eye chakra might be blocked. It affects your clarity, your insight, and your intuition. So we've all had those moments where we've just felt disconnected or off. We kind of float through the day instead of being intentional with it. That feeling of lost, that sensation of really just not knowing where you're headed, maybe feeling a little scattered. That's what happens in this moment. And so let's dive in a little bit to what the third eye chakra is. It's connected to our mental and intuitive abilities. It influences our perception, our imagination, and our spiritual awareness. And when it's balanced, it allows us to access that inner wisdom and enhance our intuition, see the bigger picture in life. That's when things feel really clear. So signs of an open third eye are that strong intuition and inner wisdom. You trust those intuitive insights when you just know, you have a feeling and you just trust it and you know. A clear perception and insight. So you understand deeper truths and patterns. And that means you really know that the path that you're on feels right and this is the right way to go. You see things from a larger perspective. You can look out and see the big picture and then also hone in and understand the steps to get there. Enhanced imagination and creativity, vivid and creative thinking. When you're open there, things at work seem to flow really easily for you. You can be creative. You can have more spontaneous fun. You're really in the moment in these times. And your spiritual awareness and connection is deep. You are really connected to that spiritual truth and all of the experiences that align with that. Now, when this chakra is blocked, you have difficulty trusting your intuition. You doubt your inner guidance. Perhaps you are doubting yourself when you're making decisions at work or at home. You know that you should be going in this direction, but that fear pipes in and you're like, nope, I'm going to stay safe right here. Even though you know you probably should be going in this direction. You lack imagination or creativity. You have difficulty in visualizing or thinking creatively. You just feel stumped, right? Things aren't so vibrant in color. They're more dulled. And there could be confusion and lack of clarity. That brain fog, that mental fog and difficulty. Recently, when I was very blocked in my third eye, I was putting things in places that they don't belong. Like I'd put my vitamins in with my cups, or I'd put something weird in the fridge and I couldn't remember where I put things. And my husband would be like, hey, it's over here. Or I couldn't remember simple things that I would know. Like I have to be like, what's that word? What's that word? So those types of things happen. You can feel disconnected from your spiritual insights, lack of that spiritual awareness. You just feel disconnected from that higher being or whatever it is that you believe in. And you might be getting more headaches. Your vision might start to have some issues or some sinus issues. Those manifestations of imbalance in the body can come forward. And again, as I always say, just make sure that you are taking care of yourself outside of this beautiful chakra to go to the doctor and get things checked up if it feels a little bit more serious. Now, let's get into ways to open and balance the third eye. You can develop your intuition. Practice trusting your gut feelings and intuitive insights. This is hard when you are used to fighting it, to really trusting in that gut that's leading you. Because sometimes your gut tells you to go in a direction that might feel really scary or new. So the way that you can practice this is just start to journal and record your intuitive hunches and reflect on the accuracy over time. Like if you have a hunch that you need to not eat at a particular restaurant one day, you're like, I really want Mexican food, but I'm not going to eat at this place. And then you read later that there was somebody that got food poisoning there. That's actually happened to me. Or that you really feel like you should speak up about this one particular thing, and then you find out later there was a reason for it. Just start writing those things down and having that validation that your gut instinct was right. And then meditation and visualization is huge for this one. Regular meditation and focusing on that third eye can enhance clarity and perception and also quiet your mind, taking time here to allow the guidance to come forward that's within you. So when you are meditating, focus on that area between your eyebrow and visualize that indigo light going in there, right? Really going in there. You can just breathe into that space and let it illuminate and find that quiet and see what comes up for you. Mindfulness is a big one here. So engaging in those mindfulness practices to become more aware of your thoughts and your inner guidance. We're so busy. Our minds are constantly moving and moving and moving and moving. And so for us to find that mindful moment, it's to be in the present moment. It's to slow down. So paying attention to your thoughts and your feelings without judgment in this time, but also really slowing down. Like when you're eating, don't rush through your meal. That first bite, enjoy it, taste it, savor it. When you walk, take a few steps and notice the ground beneath you. When you step outside, listen to the sounds that are around you. Feel the sunshine on you. Or if it's raining, notice that it's raining on you. We just rush through and our minds are always so busy that they take us away from where we are. So try to be in the moment more. And it will really allow you to be present not only with your situation, but with yourself. And then affirmations. You know, those sticky notes that you can change out. I trust my intuition. I see clearly. I am connected to my inner wisdom. Especially when you're trying to make big decisions in your life, having these affirmations around are really, really important. So I love an affirmation. I add them into my meditations and then I repeat them over and over. Or when I start to doubt myself, sometimes in social situations, I'll have a moment where I'll say something and I'll be like, oh, should I have said that? And I'll replay it over and over in my head. But I have to take a minute to remind myself that I trust in my intuition. I trust what I say. And that spiral can just be calmed down in those moments because I'm seeing clearly. And that could be like a little bit of throat and a little bit of third eye there. And then aromatherapy that I really like are lavender, frankincense, and sandalwood because that really can support that spiritual insight and intuition. And then if you love crystals as much as I do, you can use amethyst, lapis lazuli, or sodalite. Sodalite's a big one for the third eye. It helps with that intuition, that mental clarity. So to amplify this third eye chakra, to really take it to another level and to keep things, moving really smoothly, some of the fun things you can do is dream work. So keep a dream journal and explore the messages and symbols of your dreams. So you can record your dreams every morning and reflect on any reoccurring themes and symbols. Think before you pick up the book to kind of interpret your dream, think about what they mean to you first, right? And is there something coming up? Sometimes I have a reoccurring dream about high school or of friends that maybe I've lost touch with. And I like to think about, why are they coming to me in my dreams? What does that mean? Does it mean I need to reach out to them? Does it mean I'm trying to let go of them and forgive and work through something? Like, what does that feel like for me? And of course, I'll go into a book and look at what the interpretations are. That might be your thing, might not be, but think about what they mean to you first before you jump into the book. And then a third eye chakra meditation, as we talked about before, there's one recorded. And as always, you can visualize that beautiful light, that indigo light coming into the center of your forehead, radiating insight and intuition with each breath. And then you can add in an affirmation. I see clearly is a really beautiful affirmation to repeat over and over because that can help you have things come forward. If you're trying to work something out, I see clearly, things can start to lay the foundation and the steps that you may need to get some clarity. And up-leveling that, we add in the sound therapy. Listen or chant the third eye chakra seed sound, which is Om. 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 And that activates and balances this energy center. And then you can engage in creative activities. I'm sure you're finding a theme here. A lot of the things that help activate and amplify these chakras are being creative. But creativity can be different for everybody. So whatever that means for you, if it's writing, if it's painting, if it's problem solving, if it's doing pottery, if it's singing, if it's just whatever it is for you, creatively dancing, whatever feels creative to you is unique. And so practicing and setting aside time each week for that kind of activity can stimulate your imagination. For me, I love to play with my 5-year-old. Hunter and I will sit down and we'll grab some of his characters and build a new world, and I get to build it with him, and we lead off each other, and it's really lovely. Or we paint and we get really creative. We go outside and get messy and create a new world. It's fun to do it with a kiddo, but you can do that same thing with yourself. You can get creative by going through a park and picking up beautiful things that you then, glue into its own little artwork later. Whatever feels inspiring to you, you can do. So a balanced third eye chakra enhances your ability to access inner wisdom. And it gives you intuitive guidance, trusting yourself. It empowers you to see beyond the physical realm and understand deeper meaning of life. And by nurturing your third eye, you can develop really strong clarity, insight, and spiritual connection. So it leads to a more enlightened and fulfilling life because you trust your instincts and you believe in your gut instincts and you follow them, knowing that you're going in the direction that you feel is right. So that is our third eye. We are finally at the top, our crown. That is our next lesson. I hope you enjoy the meditation that is tied to the third eye. And of course, as always, please leave any comments or questions or feedback. I love to hear it, and I'm happy to answer anything that you need. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much.